got 3 bulkhead mounting outriggers. Because the old bulkhead mountings were rotten away, eaten away, had rotted away, I haven't had a lot to work on as reference for the new ones go, so in the end these outriggers are mounted at an angle to the top of the chassis leg here. Because the chassis leg is rising up, it's hard to get this angle. According to the drawing, if you set the chassis level, these should end up being level, but the old one isn't, so I've had to cobble up this. Oh, it looks like a mass of G-clamps. So the old one on that side is not a bad nick, but there's enough there I can get an angle that it's set at. I've transferred that angle across there by this angle iron and picked up the angle here. So this angle, the angle of the is the same as the original on the other side, and I'm just going to say that's right, because you can just keep working. I mean, it is a Land Rover. If you've got any problems, we'll sort it out as we come along. So what I did do was scribe lines for the top of the old one in line with the chassis leg. On the old one, the top of the outrigger is slightly down at the top of the chassis leg there, so I've spaced it out there to what it should be, what the other side is, and I'm just going to tack that, weld that up, and then what I'll do is cut the other side off and try and do the setup do the same setup, should I say, and get the angle for the other side, and hope that's right. Alright, I'll bring you back when I've done that. Probably a better idea now, not rambling rubbish previously, of the angle I'm talking about. You see it running like that. Where's my finger? There. Running along there. I've levelled the chassis up both ways, lengthwise and breadthways, according to the Haynes manual, and this still isn't, level, so I've matched it to the other side. There. is the old one, so not really can see it running out there. Okay, I'll bring it back after I've tacked it into position. The spirit level, the space on both sides, that's the old bulkhead outrigger. Spirit level across to the new one. Spacer. Take up this gap here. There's my finger, there it is. And you can see the bubble there. Just back on. And there's the chassis. Spirit level on the chassis. So, tack it up at that. There it is, prepped up, ready for welding. Right, I'll align the new one and then bring it back. Okay. I've got it set up again, side to side. Ready for welding the second run. I finished off the bulkhead outriggers now, and I've got a few patches on the top of the chassis gone through, and I've also now decided to change the gearbox cross member. You see it's rusted through, but it's absolutely full of well, goodness knows whatever. Where the drain holes have got blocked up and it's filled up with rubbish over the years, I don't know, but it's really compacted in there. Unless somebody's put some concrete in there at some time. I don't know. Anyway, I bought a replacement. I'm going to fit that. Might as well while I'm at it. Oh yeah, okay, I'll bring you back then. I'll have to cut the old one off. New gearbox crossbender welded on, that's alright. Now onto the back. Right, I'm finally at the back now. This is where I started probably about 12 months ago. Anyway, the back has been made up of bits fabricated up rather than buying repair sections like I have for the rest of them. Made up of 3mm thick mild steel sheet, which is a pain to bend, but anyway, got there. So here I've got a bracket just to hold the rear chassis legs at the correct distance apart while I weld up, and some bracing struts there. A new side pieces put in, and I've let them in right up the chassis up to there. Those spring hangers I've made up, drilled 2 bars exactly the right distance apart from the spring hangers, so it locates exactly in the right place. I've got some still shots of the chassis as it was. I'll try and put those in the video. There's the bar on this side as well, going right to the spring hanger there. These are spacer bars, because when you put the rear section on, this is where you'll clamp through for towing brackets and tow hitches, etc. This is the rear section. It's made up. I'll just put it in place so you get a better idea what it'll look like. Well, this is how it should fit. I've got a second camera assistant operating the camera. So the spacers line up with the holes here so that when you put a bolt through, fit a tow bar, it won't crush between the 2 skins. Know what I mean? So I'm going to tack it all up and I'll bring you back.